It's bad news for some Star Trek fans, but good news for Marvel fans, as Starfleet Academy has officially been canceled after its upcoming second season, and Wonder Man, Marvel's new series featuring Simon Williams and Trevor Slattery, is coming back for a second season. Let's start with Star Trek, though. I'm not a new Trek hater, okay? There are channels out there, and all they'll do is rail all day on New Trek and just tell you how terrible New Trek is. And it's not 100% terrible. I'll give you most of Discovery, although I liked season 2 and 4 of Discovery, and I'll give you all of Starfleet Academy. Uh, but for the most part, there's been some good Star Trek with New Trek. I mean, Star Trek Picard season 1 and 2 weren't great, but season 3 was fantastic. Now, we'll get to Kurtzman in a minute, but Terry Matalas ran season 3 of Star Trek Picard, and he finally gave us the send off for the TNG family that they never had. The original series, they had Undiscovered Country. TNG had Nemesis. But they didn't get that sort of send off. The season 3 of Picard gave them that, and it was fantastic. And everything you wanted, but more. I mean, Star Trek fans, you knew how they would bring Data back. I mean, you had B9 with Data's memories, but the way they visualized that was fantastic with him and Lore trading the memories and Lore giving him all the memories, and that's how he came back. But you didn't, I didn't expect them to bring back the Enterprise D, but they did, and you realize, hey, yeah, the D is a character, it's a member of the family. So if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It's the eighth season of Next Generation, and it leaves the characters in a perfect spot. The little action figures are on a shelf, and you never want to see them taken off that shelf. They're left in a perfect spot, and I'm perfectly happy with it. Don't need to see Next Gen again. Strange New Worlds, aside from that single con episode, mostly pretty great. And the original crew that they're bringing on gradually through the series, they're all really good. I really want to see that year one Star Trek show with the original crew that they've recast. I mean, they're pretty good. You had a really great Spock, a great Scotty. You have a great Kirk. You've had Uhura on the entire run of Strange New Worlds. So Strange New Worlds was pretty good too. And of course, then there's Lower Decks. So about maybe 60% of new Trek's actually been pretty good. I mean, but you have stuff like Discovery, Starfleet Academy, Section 31, and the first two seasons of Picard that wasn't that great. Now, let's get to Starfleet Academy. Now, people complain, oh, it's woke, it's woke. Well, Star Trek's always been that. But the difference is, and you go back and watch the original series, Next Gen, Deep Space Nine, a lot of Deep Space Nine, the writing is smarter. It's not okay. I'll just say it. Starfleet Academy is written by, I guess, they're idiots. They come off as, I call it TikTok Trek, because it comes off as a bunch of terminally online millennials arguing on social media and lecturing each other on social media. That's how the writing on Starfleet Academy was, and that's why it was terrible, and that's why I'm not sad that it's gone. Now, Kurtzman famously never watched Star Trek before. He was one of the two people who wrote the J.J. Abrams movies. Roberto Orci, who recently passed away, he was a Star Trek fan. Kurtzman famously said he never watched Star Trek ever. So, well, it shows. And hopefully, maybe they'll bring someone else in. He had a 5-year contract that he signed back in 2021 that expires in August. That's one reason why you're seeing things like Strange New Worlds ending on its fifth season. Actually, they have the fourth season that are still, and then the fifth season. So when that finishes airing, it's done. And then, of course, Academy's ending. They can't greenlight anything else because his contract's going to end in August, and there's no word on him being renewed or anything. And his letter that I think he probably wrote with AI to say goodbye to Starfleet Academy came off as like, "Oh, I'm done with Star Trek," pretty much. Hopefully, so maybe the new owners of Paramount seems like they may want to bring stuff in house. He was a outside company. I think it's called Secret Hideout or something like that. So they might want to bring something in house and do Star Trek that way, hopefully, and they get someone who understands Star Trek. Now, Eugene Roddenberry, who used to go by Rod, he'll still be involved. So you'll still have a Roddenberry involved, but I think they might want to bring in, you know, do it like the old Trek, where it's on the Paramount lot. It's Paramount themselves doing it, and hopefully we get some good Star Trek after this scary and weird Kurtzman era comes to an end. But the other great news is second season of Wonder Man. And as soon as that first season ended, you knew that everyone's going to want a second season. That show was absolutely hilarious. It was one of the best MCU things they've done in a long time. Perfectly introduced Simon Williams to the MCU. Pretty sure they made him a mutant. And the chemistry between him and Trevor Slattery was perfect. They bounced off each other so well. You want to see more of that. You want to see them in everything, pretty much. I mean, just have them observing Doomsday, have them observing Secret Wars, that sort of thing. So, the cast and crew's coming back, and according to Variety, they're going to submit the first season to the comedy category of the Emmys. So hopefully that wins. And if you haven't watched Wonder Man, go on Disney Plus right now, watch it. You could probably binge the whole thing before you start season 2 of Daredevil tomorrow. So definitely watch Wonder Man. We're getting a second season, and hopefully we get many more seasons after that because we need the West Coast Avengers, and Simon Williams is a big part of that. So second season Wonder Man and Starfleet Academy is gone, thankfully. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and I will see everyone later.